Actually, Blacklist is in a portable fountain.
They have two base turrets and now they're going for the third, trying to execute again. And the RRQ, they are forced to respond, but every time it happens, it's just the wrong response. R7 now taking very low. Blacklist, they're looking for the end possibly.
Oh no, that's ults and battle spells spent by RRQ Hoshi. They're gonna have to defend.
They have to defend. His Vin is already here as well. Wise is already taunted as well. But Alvin's looking a little bit caught about memory, doesn't even connect.
Hey, I'm rolling clean off a beam in the drop. Voices in my head, they telling me to stop. Hey, got 20 G's for the keys to the. What do you do when Captain turns your lover to a op? Hey, I'm rolling clean off a beam in the drop. Voices in my head, they telling me to stop. Hey, got 20 G's for the keys to the. What do you do when Captain turn your lover to a op? Hey, I'm in the island on a Wednesday, laid back, cool and kicking feet up like a sensei.
I knew it.
Juju hit my line like what you want, babe. Hit her with the script like working out with Hervey. No way, I'm at the gym, you at the gym. It's a small world, I might just have to link with you and him. Look up at this girl like, let me get my words right. Cause if she catch me with you, then we going down like Suge Knight. I got a plan, you take your bag like that. If we gon' hit that gas, make a U-turn 100 miles on the 90. Got a pray to God that we just do not crash. Okay, acting on scene like I just tried. Hey, shorty the school to my rocket, I'm not talking about Jack Black. Hey, what you do when you doing something you not supposed to do? Thinking it's gon' shield the one you love like they bulletproof. Just like Paul Pierce, all I wanna.
Guys, watching at home, welcome. This is game 2 of Blacklist International versus RRQ Hoshi. Look at this mirror start here. Baby Alien, Albert start here as well. Wise. So again, we can expect the early game to be very similar.
I think so. Both teams will just be trying to get the mid lane shoved in, get the jungle to start rolling, and now Lancelot against a Fredrin, right? Lancelot is very strong, a lot of output potential, but nowhere as oppressive as a Fanny in the early game, nowhere as much mobility. So maybe Blacklist can get a bit like a foot in the door right now to ensure that in the mid game they can actually get more success.
Well, my Venus already using the Aegis right off the bat, but I think it should be just in time for the turtle fight, right? But it's going to be a Blacklist International, right? Moving towards the gold side of the map. You want to make sure that Scarlet doesn't get farmed, make sure that Oham gets enough pushing power.
Oh, the flicker from Haji there, so that's off timing, at least for this first turtle. But then again, if game 1 is any indication, they're gonna take their time with this turtle. I'm expecting at least maybe a purple delay play from Albert, and again, Wise is also taking his time, so we'll see if that timing falls into a place. 30 seconds until this first turtle spawns. That 1v1 between the Glue and the Lapu Lapu, we've seen it so much here at M4 so far. I'm thinking, what's play to steal? Oh, Albert coming in.
No, I don't think there's anything you can do. Haji just go into, pigeon form, just fly away. Doesn't really matter. He doesn't really care.
Doesn't really care, but right on the top side, you can see RRQ pressuring the other side of the lane to try and make sure during the turtle take they have a lead. But even R7 now already very dangerously low. But Clay gets smacked with the appraisal craft.
That damage though, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, okay, I think he should be okay.
Clay was playing with fire there. I mean, if you were standing in front of Wise to get enough stacks to trigger Appraiser's draft that quickly, oh, this Lord is just free for Blacklist.
There seems to be a free Lord.
Turtle.
Oh, turtle.
We're jumping the guns right here, ladies and gents.
Exactly. Deja vu. That's what it does, right? Deja vu.
We're ready for that late game already. Unfortunately for both teams, the jungle has been relatively safe, but I have the feeling at level 6 or 7 that is about to change. Both teams understand that in the mid game, they have their own relative weapons in this fight, right? Blacklist has sustain and RRQ has burst damage, so we'll have to see how the execution plays in, as Edward actually disrupts Albert yet again.
Oh, Haji going in for the airstrike, gets cancelled by Bin for now. It's going to be Bin that got stuck on 3 people, but Bin will not be able to survive for now. It's going to be Clay leaning up towards, I'm not sure what he's going to do, but at the same time there's a fight happening out and actually using the Panda execution to on away, but Edward will be able to follow him.
2v1 here, Agent Zero walks away with impunity. No punish from RRQ Hoshi. Blacklist already 1,000 gold ahead here, 3 minutes in. A lot of outer church shields here taken out, so that means gold for Oheb up top. 3v3. Who's gonna engage first? Oh, both are skittish to do it.
both are skittish to do it because I think both don't really have a solid engage tool. Right now, it does seem like that is the play being made by Vin.
Oh, that's a lot of damage coming up from Vin. At the same time, it's going to be, my Vin is actually healing. The Torn Apart Memory doesn't do any damage from the side. At the same time, will actually try to push forward. He's biting that guy. Bit more than he could chew. He has to fall for his greediness.
The Filipino sniper gets punished hard there. Arashi, you were saying?
The Blessing of the Moon Goddess getting stolen by Clay allows them to sustain through the feathered airstrike, and afterwards, it's just too much greed, but it's going to be the same story for Blacklist.
Vin may have been involved. It's the same thing, but technically speaking, if you combine those two fights, but hold on a second, Wise. Oh no, he actually catches the taunt on top of Skylar, and he'll be no more. It's going to be Edward picking up a double kill at the same time. R7 coming in for the flank at the same time, but we're not able to find anything for now. Blacklist stabilizes.
It's a 5v4 situation with the second turtle spawning already. Still 2K ahead. Blacklist International, Wise pulling it away.
Yep.
Arashi, is this going to be a problem? Because I'm looking at RRQ's lineup just now. I just noticed it's only Clay who's dealing magic damage.
I mean, Vulcan has a lot of magic damage, but on the note of damage, that is R7 getting taken out as well. Later on, it's going to be very easy for Blacklist to itemize against RRQ. And right now, it seems that they're having problems all across the map.
I think Albert is having a lot of problems. That is not a statement right there. Using the Thorn Rose, Edward possesses the machine.
This is just a tough situation for RRQ. Everyone on the side of Blacklist are just too tanky, and they are abusing it right now. They're standing in front of towers, but look at R7 going in alone.
Going alone is indeed the damage reduction coming in, but here comes the wall for the say as well. But oh my goodness, actually healing. Haji is actually letting a fire on top of the drop of RRQ. It's up to Skyler trying to clean up. Fire coming in with the hunt, and will be able to pick up the double kill at the same time. Now Oh My Venus has to run away.
They're trading two bodies for a push down bottom, and the Queen stands alone. Arashi, tell me what is this going to do for the economy for Blacklist? Are they going to maintain this lead, or was that going to bite them in the behind later on? That seems like a bad decision.
They have still quite a big lead. They're able to get the tower in the bottom side as well. But of course, if they keep trading kills like this, eventually the team with the better late game is going to win. And I can't help but feel that with a carry on your team, right, it's going to be very scary trying to deal with him in the late game. Of course, Haji on the far side can just zone away Skylar in these big fights, but we've seen how chaotic the fights can get. So Blacklist needs to be very careful and make sure that they don't let RRQ get anything back.
Yeah, man, RRQ are doing what they can because this is Lancelot's debut. Vin, obliges.
Oh, the big burst, not enough. Unfortunately, we're going to head will be the one that takes on Vin. Trading for the Roman for now. RRQ. It's going to be actually Clay that try to heal up Skylar, but Edward's coming for the flank. He's looking for the food, and he's going to go into a split. But Oheb snipes him down.
2 for 1. Oh My Venus falls. I'd say with Turtle 10 seconds away, you have Clay out of the picture here. Blacklist has an advantage.
It's a huge advantage, and now Albert, he might try and go for a flashing play. Is it worth it though? There's so much burst damage in the hands of Blacklist. It's going to be very risky for him to even try anything. He might just be forced to let it go, but Edward will not let him go.
Something to note as well, in the roughly 7 minutes that this game has elapsed, RRQ have not pushed a major objective yet.
A lot of damage coming out of Edward. He's just really trying to reach his first skill at the same time. Wise Horns going in. Albert was not able to find any form of entry, but Vin may be the one to be able to do that. But at the same time, it's going to be Ohab actually take down the top side as well. Edward just really trying to come time. He goes into space as well, but runs into Edward as well. Haji, he's flying over, but not just in time. The turtle will still get secured by Blacklist, but that's not enough. R7 looking for the engage. Wise, it's going to be a slow little collapse coming out of Blacklist International. Haji, better airstrike going in. Ohab snipes down Clay, and they're trying to push mid lane.
Maximum range, torn apart memory there from Oheb, popping Clay wide open. They're gonna convert into, that's
steal.
Purple, he stole it.
Purple stolen by Wise, and of course, we saw earlier the turtle was stolen as well. This is a disaster coming in for RRQ. They seem to be just losing their way. They have no idea what to do, and Blacklist are just getting stronger and stronger. And with the range available, torn apart memory and feathered airstrike, RRQ, they're in a difficult spot right here.
This is literally Blacklist telling me, hey, I'm not the problem, you're the problem. I'm banning away your fanny, I'm banning away your leg. my composition is solid. This is that statement.
Yeah, no, they've converted these Ube engages into map presence, into siege balls for Haji and Oheb. Again, the Brody has to clear waves the old natural way, right? But with Oheb, again, as you say, Ooga Booga, I-Wreck turrets, that's what they've been doing here, which resulted in a 6K gold lead 8 minutes in.
That's the macro play we've been talking about. RRQ, they don't only lose the objective, they lose members taken out by Blacklist, and they lose the tower on top side as well. And Blacklist are trying to push the tempo here, trying to make sure that the jungle is not safe. But
the pincer in, going in for the back line at the same time. Oh, just trying to peel, but here comes the heal coming up from Clay. And also, oh my goodness as well. It's going to be Haji. Flicker right in the bad spice. The Fed Ashtray will be able to take down one member on the side of RRQ. It's going to be Wise to take down Clay at the same time. It's an unfair trade in the favor of Blacklist International.
2 for none, and boy oh boy, they have eyes on this mid lane tier 2. Lord, level 1, 10 seconds away from spawning. I must say, I love Clay, right? But I love him more when he's playing heroes with massive range. He made the Farsa work earlier. He had the range advantage. He knows when to hook. But with the Valentina, you have to be in your opponent's faces. And if you're facing off against Blacklist International with 7K ahead, it's not an ideal situation.
If you're a squishy character right now,
no, the fight.
Oh,
the fight ensues as well. Vin managed to catch Haji for now. It's going to be, oh my goodness, to take down R7, but at the same time, the damage coming up on Oheb. The door, the bomb memory coming out. We'll be able to input Vin into a body bag.
Arashi, you were saying, if you're squishy, this is what happens right here.
Exactly. Burst damage coming in from all directions. Even Edward can delete you if you're too careless. And if you're now Clay and Skylar and Albert, they are all squishy and they are powerless to try and stop Blacklist from taking these objectives.
Did you see just Wise soloing that Lord on his own?
I did. I mean, it was off cam, it was on a small little screen, but yeah, I did.
Yep.
The world did.
That's just how dominant Blacklist is right now. 9K gold lead. We saw that they had an advantage in the previous game, but not like this. Look at the items right here. For Haji, with the Divine Glaive already prepared, that's a lot of burst damage. And if you are trying to just melt down this Edward on this glue, there's just not enough items. Corrosion Sight and Golden Staff done for Skylar, it won't be enough to just break through the Dominance Ice and the Tikiras as well.
Everyone across the board, say for Haji, has physical damage reduction. So that's why RRQ Hoshi's engages are all the more, I guess at this point, trivial. It's so hard to find the finish.
I think the biggest problem is that if you take a look at Clay's items, right, that is not a very good item if you are a Valentina. Right now, Clay needs to try to steal the fair airstrike because Haji could always walk up and just basically zone it up, and here he goes. It is going to be RRQ that's really trying to defend. Skylar at the bottom side clearing it out. The Lord is actually getting killed very, very slowly. Skylar putting on some damage. Blacklist, they touch and they go. They've already taken the prize.
Good news, bad news. Clay has a feathered airstrike right now.
Yeah.
Bad news is they're inside their base, so they can only really take advantage of it. It's a win-win for now, but if Blacklist can find that engage again, Wise has been their initiation like this.
And there we go. The better airstrike going in at the same time. It would not be able to control and crowd control and deny. The better airstrike is going to be Blacklist taking down the bottom lane turret at the same time. 4 member left. It is going to be Wise leading the pack, trying to charge. Albert trying to look for some play right here on the scene, but not being able to find anything for now. Oh my goodness, actually going in with the ultimate. Desperately, Blacklist is in a portable fountain.
They have 2 base turrets, and now they're going for the third. Trying to everything yet again, and RRQ, they are forced to respawn, but every time it happens, it's just the wrong response. R7 now taken very low, and Blacklist, they're looking for the end possibly.
Oh no, that's ults and battle spells spent by RRQ Hoshi. They're gonna have to defend.
They have to defend. This Vin is already here as well. Wise is already taunted as well, but Alba's looking a little bit corner about memory, doesn't able to connect. It's gonna be Blacklist, but there is no minutes. That one way marching down, a slow march as Clay, the battle of the better airstrike. R7 trying to make a play, will be able to find Oheb, but will not be able to do so because Oheb is desperately healing the bond. The core is getting back into the bond. Blacklist International, they're giving a statement, but Skylar, mega kill, shuts down Edward, but look at the core, the HP is slowly, the defense coming true, but Blacklist International, they are still healthy.
3v4, RRQ Hoshi, 3 kings standing, down goes Clay, make that 2v4, can they defend? It's Skylar left, that
defend.
was over, it's just Skylar.
It's just Skylar and RRQ, Blacklist International takes game number 2.
The curse has been broken, the streak ended. Blacklist International's first victory at M4 against an Indonesian team.
They double down and use the same exact draft, and they get it done. As you mentioned, Leo, just the bans have so much impact right here, and they have shown it. RRQ, they try and